These cases in our region illustrate how international law has been built, defended and promoted by small and medium countries from different traditions. The countries of our region have embedded the rules that serve us all, and we make an ongoing contribution to maintaining and promoting them. And together we want to pursue peaceful ways to resolve disputes. We know this doesn't happen on its own. All of us help make it happen.
The floor to His Excellency.
Ganda no sinabi niya, mga utol, nagbigay siya ng mga sample ng mga bansa na merong dispute sa teritoryo. Yung Vietnam at saka Indonesia na after 12 years daw ay nagkasundo. So parang tinitingnan niya na maaari din na magkasundo rin ng Pilipinas at ng China, pero sa totoo lamang mga utol, yun naman yung dispute naman natin with China, talaga na wala talaga naman silang legal na karapatan kasi napakalayo nila doon sa inaangkin nilang teritoryo. At saka sa klase ng pananalita nila nitong China, talagang palagay ko talagang sarado na yung isip nila na may pagkasundo. Ang gusto nila, ang pagkakasundo mangyayari, pwede bitawan natin yung mga teritoryo natin at iwanan sa kanila. Yun tingin ko, doon lang sila papayag. Pero yung mapupunta sa atin, yung mismong teritoryo natin ay hindi papayag itong China. Kaya hindi yan matatapos. Kasi yung Vietnam at saka Indonesia talaga magkalapit na bansa. Kaya kumbaga magkakaroon sila talaga ng pagtatalo sa exclusive economic zone nila. Lalo na pag pares pasok sa exclusive economic zone nila, yung pinag-uusapang teritoryo. Sa atin ang layo ng diferensya.
Mga karunungan, kaalaman, teorya, kasaysayan, hiwaga at mga bagong tuklas. Alamin natin.
Nito lamang September 24 to September 30, mga utol, ay muling dinaos ang taunang United Nations General Assembly na ginaganap sa New York City. Mga utol, dito ay pinag-uusapan nila ang political, economic, geopolitical, at dito rin ay hinarap o inilabas, nilantad lahat ng Pilipinas ang ginagawang pambubuli, mga ginagawang harassment ng China kontra sa Pilipinas, mga utol. At dahil dyan, Pilipinas at allies tinira ang China sa United Nations address. Mula to kay Aerial TV, pakisubscribe siya, pakilike na rin yung video. Kim na, mga utol.
Magandang araw mga ka-Aerial Defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa ating depensa, Pilipinas at mga kakamping bansa. Nilantad sa United Nations ang pambubuli ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming channel para updated ka sa balitang militar at West Philippine Sea. Sa isa na namang pahayag sa ginanap na United Nations General Assembly 2024, binuksan ng Pilipinas ang usapin tungkol sa West Philippine Sea at nilantad ang mga pagsalakay na ginagawa ng China sa Pilipinas. Hindi nga lang ang Pilipinas ang naglantad ng usapin ito. Kasama na dito ang mga kakampi pang bansa ng Pilipinas katulad ng Estados Unidos, Australia, at Japan, ngunit tanging Australia lamang ang direktang tinira ang China patungkol sa agawan ng teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea. Isiniwalat din ng Australia na hindi sumusunod ang China sa 2016 arbitral ruling. Narito nga po ang buong paglantad sa United Nations patungkol sa pagsalakay ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Panoorin po ninyo.
Teka lang bago natin pakinggan yung sasabihin ng Australia, kung napanood nyo yung naging palitan naging debate ng Pilipinas at ng China o palitan ng kanilang statement ng argumento, mga utol, doon talagang sinasabi ng China mismo sa United Nations na hindi namin kinikilala ang arbitration. Okay, yung Court of Arbitration, mga utol, hindi nila kinikilala. So yung award na panalunan ng Pilipinas na siya nagsasabi na tayo may legal na karapatan doon sa mga teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea ay hindi po kinikilala ng China. Yun po yung talagang statement nila. So ilalagay ko yung description ng link sa description, yung link, mga utol, para makita nyo rin sa mga hindi pa nakakita. Pero pakinggan na natin to.
To His Excellency Enrique Austria Manalo, Secretary for Foreign Affairs of the Philippines.
DFA Secretary natin pala.
The use of force and threat of use of force to resolve disputes has no place in our world. The 1982 UN Convention on the Law of the Sea and the binding 2016 Arbitral Award on the South China Sea constitute the foundation of our policy in the South China Sea. The award declares that claims exceeding entitlements beyond the limits of UNCLOS have no legal basis.
Tama.
Despite irresponsible and dangerous actions against our legitimate activities within our own waters and exclusive economic zone, the Philippines remains committed to diplomacy and other peaceful means to settle disputes.
Yun totoo, yan talaga totoo. Tayo talaga yung pumipili ng ng mabuting pamamaraan, hindi kagaya ng sinasabi na China na mini-maintain nila yung peace and stability, no? Sila yung nambubulit. Tayo hindi talagang gusto natin diplomasya pa rin kahit na anong ginagawa at kung ano-ano ang ginagawa sa atin ng China. Yan ang totoo.
We will abide by the UN Charter and the Manila Declaration on the peaceful resolution of disputes in asserting our sovereignty, our sovereign rights, and jurisdiction in the South China Sea. We do not accept narratives depicting the South China Sea as a theater of major power rivalry.
Tama.
Because they all ignore what is an essential truth. All states in this region have a right to determine their own destiny and secure their own future. This is what the UN Charter is about.
I now give the floor to Her Excellency Penny Wong, Minister for Foreign Affairs of Australia.
Eto na.
Reform of the UN system to better serve us all. But reform cannot become a means for disruptors to dismantle protections for smaller countries. No state should pretend the rules don't apply to them. Ignoring international rulings, using might over multilateralism, ruling by power alone, not by law, favouring impunity rather than facing accountability, forcing outcomes by economic coercion or military muscle rather than on the level playing field we have established so carefully. We see some states trying to set us against each other when the challenges demand that we come together, that we stand together in support of the security, prosperity and sovereignty of all countries. Australia has a different vision for the world, one where no country dominates and no country is dominated. When disputes inevitably arise, we insist those differences are managed through dialogue and according to the rules, not simply by force or raw power. It's why we have consistently pressed China on peace and stability in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, and why we have welcomed the resumption of leader and military level dialogue between the United States and China. Some countries may dismiss the rules as a Western construct. Well, our Asia-Pacific region tells a different story. Take the agreement between Vietnam and Indonesia to delimit their exclusive economic zone after 12 years of negotiations, an example of how long-standing maritime disputes can be resolved in accordance with international law. Take Vanuatu's landmark International Court of Justice initiative on climate change, or Fiji and Solomon Islands maritime boundary agreements. Take the Bay of Bengal arbitration, where states peacefully resolved long-standing and sensitive claims under UNCLOS, the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. Or Australia and Timor-Leste, initiating the first ever compulsory conciliation under UNCLOS, leading to the resolution of our maritime boundary dispute. We see it in the Philippines' decision to go to the arbitral tribunal constituted under the UNCLOS and its unanimous clear ruling in the South China Sea arbitration between the Philippines and China, which is final and binding on the parties. These cases in our region illustrate how international law has been built, defended and promoted by small and medium countries from different traditions. The countries of our region have embedded the rules that serve us all, and we make an ongoing contribution to maintaining and promoting them. And together we want to pursue peaceful ways to resolve disputes. We know this doesn't happen on its own. All of us help make it happen.
The floor to His Excellency.
Ganda, no? Ganda no sinabi niya. Mga utol, nagbigay siya ng mga sample ng mga bansa na merong dispute sa teritoryo. Yung Vietnam at saka Indonesia na after 12 years daw ay nagkasundo. So parang tinitingnan niya na maaari din na magkasundo rin ng Pilipinas at ng China. Pero sa totoo lamang, mga utol, yun naman, yung dispute naman natin with China, talaga na wala talaga naman silang legal na karapatan kasi napakalayo nila doon sa inaangkin nilang teritoryo. At saka sa klase ng pananalita nila nitong China, talagang palagay ko talagang sarado na yung isip nila na may pagkasundo. Ang gusto nila, ang pagkakasundo mangyayari, pwede bitawan natin yung mga teritoryo natin at iwanan sa kanila. Yun tingin ko, doon lang sila papayag. Pero yung mapupunta sa atin, yung mismong teritoryo natin, hindi papayag itong China. Kaya hindi yan matatapos. Kasi yung Vietnam at saka Indonesia talaga magkalapit na bansa. Kaya kumbaga magkakaroon sila talaga ng pagtatalo sa exclusive economic zone nila. Kung lalo na pag pares pasok sa exclusive economic zone nila, yung pinag-uusapang teritoryo. Sa atin ang layo ng diferensya Yung inaangkin nila sa West Philippine Sea, di ba? Doon pa lang tapos na. Kaya nga sabi ng Australia, pangit naman na may nandudumi na. Di ba? Parang ganon. So basically, talagang halos yung buong United Nations may simpatya sa atin kasi tayo yung nasa tama at tayo yung talagang gumagawa, humahakbang ng legal at pinipili natin yung peaceful solution palagi o diplomasya. Okay mga utol, paki-comment ang inyong opinion. Napagaling ng sinabi ni Madam. Okay? Mula siya sa Australia, delegado siya ng Australia, Foreign Affairs yata.
Yamazaki Katsuyuki, Chair of the Delegation of Japan.
For the sake of future generations, it is necessary to maintain and strengthen a free and open international order based on the rule of law and to ensure peace, stability, and prosperity in the world. It is with this conviction that I have promoted the free and open Indo-Pacific. The vision of free and open Indo-Pacific is in line with the goals of the United Nations. Japan will continue to expand our circle of partners who share this vision, and together we will address various challenges facing the international community in a spirit of cooperation.
The United States is unabashed, pushing back against unfair economic competition, against military coercion of other nations in the South China Sea, and maintaining peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits, and protecting our most advanced technologies so they cannot be used against us or any of our partners. At the same time, we're going to continue to strengthen our network of alliances and partnerships across the Indo-Pacific. These partnerships are not against any nation. They're building blocks for a free, open, secure, and peaceful Indo-Pacific.
Malinaw sa pahayag ng Pilipinas at mga kakamping bansa na para ito sa China, dahil tanging ang China lang naman ang gumagawa ng provocation sa West Philippine Sea at buong South China Sea, makikita natin na talagang isinumbong na ng Pilipinas at mga kakampi nating bansa ang usaping ito, dahil patuloy na lumalala ang tensyon sa pinag-aagawang karagatan. Dapat nga ay maagapan agad ito ng United Nations kundi ay mas lalala pa ang sitwasyon sa disputed water.
Tama mga utol. So sana naman merong maging aksyon o merong magandang maging resulta itong pag-uusap na to sa United Nations mga utol. Dahil yung sinasabi ng China na minemaintain nila regional peace and stability, puro kasinungalingan yun, di ba? Sila yung numero unong dahilan kung bakit pagewang-gewang ang peace and stability dyan sa South China Sea. Sila, yung China ang dahilan lang na lahat. Kung sila titigil sa pangaagaw ng teritoryo, maaari magkaroon talaga ng ma-maintain ang peace and stability dito sa Indo-Pacific. At tama po lahat ng sinasabi ng mga nagsalitang delegado ng mga kakampi natin at kaalyado nating bansa. Pero pakicomment ang inyong opinion mga utol. Maraming salamat Real TV. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Muli ako sa Target Achilles in behalf of the Real South Production. Ako nagpapasalamat sa wala sawa niyo pagsuporta. Kayo mag-ingat. Keep safe, God bless. Saludo po ako sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat po.